Some of the arguments for the consumption of animals, and by extension, arguments against veganism, happen to be some of the strongest arguments I've ever heard. Something I think many people who make these arguments don't think about is how applicable they are to the consumption of human beings. And before anybody decides to comment saying things like, oh, like those are different, you know, humans and non-humans are different, so those arguments can't necessarily apply to human beings, just stay to the end of this video because I plan on addressing this objection. The next reason I'm going to talk about is probably the most powerful: taste pleasure. Human meat just tastes so good. And I think it goes without saying that pleasure justifies murdering somebody else. I can't possibly think of what would go wrong in society if we just allowed everybody to cause whatever suffering and death they want, so long as they get some sort of pleasure out of it.
This is exactly the difference. If we accept such behavior among people, society would collapse. Something that cannot be said in the case of other animals because animals are not part of society. Basically, even if I really liked human flesh, it still wouldn't make sense to agree with cannibalism because I would not like to be killed and consumed. It's not a world I want to live in, no matter how much I like human flesh. It's a big difference. The consumption of other animals has no such consequences.
Human meat is also a superfood. The average human body can feed up to 40 people. You can get about 32,375 calories from all of the skeletal muscle on the average human body.
Why would I care? I am human, so I'm the human meat he's talking about. All those qualities represent one thing when we talk about a product and represent something completely different when the product is actually me. Basic logic. It's not the same thing.
All of those calories are fat and protein, and we all know you can only get bioavailable protein from a human corpse. Just think about it. You're a human, so the protein you're going to get from a human corpse is going to be 100% bioavailable. And just look at this chart showing the nutritional value in terms of calories and fat you can get from various human body parts. Torso and head, 5,418 calories. About 2,000 of those calories are 100% bioavailable protein. Upper arms, 7,451 calories. The list goes on and on. The point here is that we need human meat to be healthy.
How could I be healthy if I am eaten? It makes no sense.
Dietary cholesterol from human meat is necessary for optimal health. The cholesterol, like the protein in human meat, is 100% bioavailable to humans. In fact, every nutrient you can find in human meat is 100% bioavailable, whereas the nutrients in non-human animals and plants are not bioavailable at all. The next extremely good justification for mass cannibalism is overpopulation. If we don't end up eating humans, they're going to take over the world.
Again, it makes no sense. If we kill ourselves to save the world, then what is the point of saving the world from the very beginning? We die anyway, but it makes sense to kill other animals so that we can live.
Alright guys, that's the end of the video. Now, just to be a little more serious, for the people that are hearing all of this and, you know, say things like, oh, these arguments are for non-human animals and justifies eating them but not humans.
Exactly.
This comes back to, you know, name the trait. What is the morally relevant difference here? Like, why does the appeal to nature fallacy work with eating animals but not cannibalism? Why is it okay to do something because it happened for a long time when it concerns eating animals but not in the case of humans? I just got to ask, you know, what is the difference?
The difference is evident. In this case, there is a high chance that I will be the one who is eaten, and I definitely don't want to be eaten. Could it be more obvious than that?